All right, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this Wednesday night for another episode of Fallout 2D20 by Modifius. And of course, I am Mr. Mean, and I have an awesome crew of amazing players here. And hopefully we're going to tell a cool story tonight and entertain you guys. And if not, well, click something else. Watch cats, chase mice. Cosmic Flux, go.
Hey there, my name is Cosmic Flux. I'm playing Scribe Jessica Howard of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Hey, it's Golden Buddha here. Check me out on YouTube, and I'm playing Skipper, the Wastelander.
Empath.
I am Empath. I am playing Dr. Graham, who is a survivor of the Wasteland, and he's trying to make some caps. So.
Nice. And Soldata.
I am Soldado Rodriguez. I am playing Vault Dweller Hilo 34 Theta Hilo Echo Romeo, and my dog meets Scott.
All right, I'm Dave, and I'm playing Jonesy the Ghoul.
The civilized ghoul, I might add.
Civilized ghoul.
That's right. That is important, man. That's important. You don't want to get shot right on sight. That's kind of rough. So when last we left, let me start the music. And I want to thank everybody early. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you. Please comment, like, and subscribe, all that fun stuff. You know how it goes. You know how we do it here. We are going to loop this. I am going to ask Empath if you will go into your Discord, right-click on your name, and turn your volume up about a schmidge. That's a very technical term for just a little bit. And gotcha. David, if you could do the same as well, because you have a very deep, low-toned voice, and it's hard to hear you sometimes. I'm a blabbermouth.
Oh, okay.
Everybody hears me. But
okay.
And Cosmic, I'm going to ask you to do the same, too.
I'm already at 130.
Where's it at? Oh, audio, video. Got it. Okay.
Just turn your volume up just a smidge. All right. And I'm going to, this looks like it's recording, so we're going to close that so I can see everybody.
Is that better?
That is much better, sir. All right.
Awesome.
Let's see. Let me get my... Let me know if the music is too loud. I can hear it barely. So hopefully it sometimes comes in louder on your guys' side. Can you hear it? Yeah,
nope.
It starts off really soft and then it crescendos. So, all right. So when last we left our intrepid heroes, I got to remember the camera's over here, dummy. You guys had made camp in the vault. Turn it down just a wee bit. There we go. You guys had made camp in the vault. You did a little bit of scavenging. I believe Skipper found some stuff which he decided to share with the party, which was very kind of him. Although, much to everybody's chagrin, he didn't share everything. But that's up for him to decide if he wishes to tell you what he found. It is morning. It's fast approaching. It's dewy outside. There's been a light rain. It smells fresh. Well, as fresh as it can when you have a civilized ghoul in the room with you. What do you wish to do? You've all had a full night's rest. You've healed up. You're ready to go out and explore the wasteland. Hilo 34 Theta Hilo Echo Romeo. You need to make me a luck roll. Difficulty 2. So what that means, Empath is a new player. He's never played 2D20, so we're going to kind of explain a little bit. So what she's going to do is she's going to open up her character sheet, and she's going to make a roll, and she's going to start with 2 dice. You always roll 2D20, unless you're assisting somebody else do something, and then you roll a single D20. And she's going to try to get below her luck score. And she has the option, pretty please, I hope you do, to buy some, to spend some action points, which for every action point she spends in a ascending order, she can get an extra die. So if she spends 1 action point, And by spend, I mean, in this case, she gives me 1. And it's an economy that we use it's a give and take economy that we use to flavor the game. It gives my bad guys abilities and powers and lets me do things to make the challenges more difficult for you guys. If you choose not to ever give me any action points, it's going to be a very dull and boring story. So it's an economy that it's a give and take. You have to spend them and you have to take them. So 1 action point will give you 1 d20. You spend 2 more for a total of 3 would give you an extra d20, so now you would be rolling 4. And if you paid me another 3 for a total of 6 action points, you could roll 5 d20. 5 d20 is the max that you can ever roll, no matter what. So, do you wish to spend any action points to get extra dice?
I will take 1 extra dice.
Excellent. And so those for you following along at home, an empath, you'll see that there's the party AP, which is you guys, and we'll describe that when the time comes. And then there's the overseer, which is me. I start with 1 action point for every player in the group. So now that she has spent 1, she is going to roll 3 d20, and she is looking to get a number equal to or less than whatever her luck. Hilo, what is your luck score at the moment? 5. So she's going to roll 3 d20. And so empath, remember I had you create that macro down there, or is the d20 roller? She can either click that, or I believe she can click her luck, and it'll bring up the dice roller as well. But either way, she's going to click an extra d20. She's going to roll 3, and I'll switch over to the chat here so everybody can see. And I'll clear the chat. And she's going to roll, and we should see it. So she got 1 success. Now you see up there in the chat, it says roll d20. It tells you how many successes and what the target number was. So it already knows what her luck score was, which was a 5. Now, Kilo, do you have any perks that allow you to re-roll aside from spending luck?
I do not,
Okay.
unless it's an attack.
All right. So you're going to stick with this roll? You're going to accept the consequences?
Yeah,
So,
I am.
If she wanted to spend a luck point to re-roll, she could pick up all 3 of the dice and re-roll them, or she could just roll 1. There are some perks that allow you to re-roll failed rolls, in which case you would just click, like, let's just say, for instance, she had a perk that let her re-roll. She could click that 13 and then click re-roll, and it would re-roll that 13 die for her, and it would re-total her successes if she got a 5 or less. A 1 is always a success, whether you have a skill or not, and a 20 is always a critical fumble. And when a 20 happens, you basically you get to tell me what horrible thing kind of befalls you. If you can't think of anything, which is fine, some people don't think quick like that. It is no harm, no foul. I just get to take 2 extra action points for me. So it behooves you to, you want to give the overseer action points, but you don't want to give them too many. It's a give and take kind of thing. The more I have, the more horrible things I get to do to you. The less I have, the more boring the game is. So you got to find that balance for wherever it may be. So in this case, she has gotten 1 success. She needed 2 successes, so she has failed. So you do not sleep very well, unfortunately. You have a lot of fits. About the only thing that gives you any comfort is you have Scott there with you. And so you hold on. Would you please describe Scott so everybody knows what Scott is? Because Scott is not a dog.
No, Scott is a potbelly pig who is a companion of mine. He does have the special abilities to be able to assist with seeking out food or people that wouldn't necessarily be sensible by others, and he levels with me. So he is a level 2 potbelly pig, and his full name is Prescott Edward Honeycutt III.
Honeycutt the Third, but we call him Scott. All right. So she has failed her roll. You had a very fitful night. Until I remind you, everything that you do will be 1 difficulty higher. So if you do a task that requires 1 die, it will now require 2 die, or 2 successes more specifically. So it is morning. You have all woke. Hilo 34 Theta, Hilo Echo Romeo looks a little rough, like she didn't get very good sleep. Scrapper probably, Scrapper's looking good. He's like, yeah, I slept like a baby.
Yeah.
And I believe, Jonesy, you don't sleep, do you?
No.
The ghoul does, so you probably kept watch most of the night. I know we did do
Yeah.
some watches, but you kept the majority of the watch.
Okay.
Scribe Jessica, you wake. How do you feel?
I'm concerned. I'm worried.
About?
Last night while I was on watch, I got a call from, I guess, my superior. I don't, or at least he's like a knight sergeant in the Brotherhood of Steel in the Commonwealth. I came from the Capital Wasteland, and apparently he doesn't want to rescue me or anything like that. But he kind of told me I have to return to Brotherhood HQ here in the Commonwealth, but neglected to tell me where that was.
Well, I think he assumed you knew, being a scribe, because you guys are kind of smart. But I get where you're coming from, and yeah, it didn't seem like he was in a rush to get you back. And as a matter of fact, as I believe you hypothesized, he doesn't want to take the heat for your whole squad being lost. So it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. And if the whole squad is lost, he doesn't have to explain how he failed. You know, or if, in other words, if one member of the squad comes back with a different story than what he told, it could be bad for him. So perhaps there's some shenanigans going on there. You're not sure. Either way, you don't feel really comfy about it, for sure. And Hilo, like I said, you woke up, you feel a little sore. You didn't sleep well. You're having nagging, doubts. Everybody that you've known and loved is gone. You run into this skipper guy who you ran into the mosquitoes, and he's like, let me show you how it's done, and he whiffs, and you had to kind of save everybody. It's there's a lot of bravado there and not much form, shall we say, but A for effort. And he did find you some rounds, so he's at least good for finding stuff.
He gave me some Brahmin jerky too. So
that's true. He did give you, and I think you still have half of it, don't you?
I do have half of
Right.
Brahmin jerky.
And Scott's kind of Scott's nuzzling your pocket where that jerky is.
He spent some time with Jessica over the night. I remember he went and curled up by her for a little bit. I got a little chilly. I noticed
I think the word traitor comes to mind. But
I mean, he's cute. And Jessica, I think, was the only one who got a shot off yesterday. So, but I think pretty well exploded one of those blood bugs.
Yeah,
if I remember
the
correctly.
competent
So,
one
yeah,
of the
we
group.
We like the scribe.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys going to do? Oh, go ahead.
I think Scott was also afraid of getting kicked while Hilo was thrashing.
Yeah.
In his sleep or her sleep.
Could be that. He's not very big. He's not very big. So, what are you guys going to do? I mean, you obviously, you can kind of stay, in the opening of the Vault 111, but that's really no way to live. Skipper, you know of a settlement a couple of miles to the south. And there's a ghoul there that works. He repairs stuff. Not that I think you guys have anything that needs to be repaired, but it is a good sign that they're and they're ghoul friendly, I guess, because some settlements don't particularly take too kindly to ghouls. So, but this one is a human settlement. There's some wastelanders and no scavengers, no super mutants or anything like that. So it's somewhat safe. They got some walls built up. It's a budding settlement, and you think you could probably make it there in a day. You could get, if it's pretty early. I mean, the sun's just risen, so you think you could make it right before nightfall if you moved with some effort, some quickness.
That would be nice, but I would like to get some looting in before we make our way there.
So you want to try and loot the vault?
Well, absolutely.
Okay.
I want to go over to Jessica and Jonesy. Say, hey. So, daylight's out. Another great day in God's brown earth. Let's just get in there and get some stuff. Okay? And you you're going to help us, as I point to Hilo.
Did you catch sight of anything while you were nosing around?
You know, stuff. I found those rounds, and that's about it.
Jonesy will turn and kind of squint, looking just vaguely out into the distance, from beyond the vault door. And he'll turn to Skipper and say, well, we better make it quick, because the longer we wait around here, the longer or the greater our chances of something popping up,
Well, that door's not closing, and unless they've got stashes of food somewhere in here, we're gonna start going hungry.
Okay. All right. Well, we can see if we can salvage anything. We don't want to. Did Skipper let it known that we're gonna make our way to this
settlement? I don't know.
Settlement?
Do you tell them about the settlement?
Okay. After we get as much as we can get in our hands and in our backpacks, we're gonna head to the settlement down south. It's a skip and a hop. Promise. Okay. It's real quick. We'll get there. Maybe.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, we better have something in our hands to trade with, because they're not just gonna let us walk empty-handed,
Right. Which is exactly why we're here.
Okay.
Well,
And then I
listen,
wanna
I
look at Hilo.
don't know where there's stuff around here, but I think Scott can help us. He's pretty good at sniffing stuff out. Scott, come on, let's go help him find some loot.
All right. So you guys are going to go searching. So you head further in to the vault. Hilo? Who all's searching and who's just walking to be walking? Is everybody actively looking? So basically what I want to know is everybody helping to find something, and who's going to be the main searcher and who's the searchees?
I'm the searcher.
All right. So those who are assisting can roll 1d20, and you want to roll under whatever the search is.
Survival?
Yeah, you could do survival.
Okay. All right. So, should I go ahead and roll?
Well,
now?
no. Everybody who's helping you rolls first, and that's going to dictate how many successes you get.
Okay.
On top.
I want to buy a D20.
Oh, excellent.
Since we don't have any points anyway, I guess.
Right. So you can add you can roll 2 dice for your search.
Well, I got okay, I got it because I'm assisting. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Anybody who's assisting is going to roll 1 unless
Normally
they want to
20.
buy action points.
Okay.
Jessica's primarily looking for medical supplies.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
And Scott, with his keen senses, he can attempt to detect creatures or objects which characters normally cannot.
Right. So he can make a roll, 1 die.
Against
His survival.
doesn't have
So Scott needs to make another roll.
So, well, yes, Scott the pig would. It would be under whatever survival falls under the main attribute, because he's basically an NPC.
It's going to be endurance.
Endurance, yeah. So he can roll his endurance, and he'd roll 1 die, and he needs to get equal to or less than. Does he have a perk?
He's got body and mind.
So it would be
there you
mind.
go.
Mind,
cool.
okay.
Yeah,
So
because he's an
he's at
NPC
5.
basically.
Nice.
And does he have any traits that let him re-roll?
He doesn't.
Oh.
Okay.
Speaking of which, let me see. I might have a trait that does that.
Well, Windmark, you got a 6. Oh, look at that.
What I missed. What I did.
Scott rolled a 1.
Nice.
All right,
Nice.
so now, Skipper, you're going to roll, and you've already got 4 successes.
I get 1 reroll.
Yeah, but you succeeded, so you don't need to roll.
Oh, okay, because I can only use 1 anyway.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, wait,
Okay,
no, you
sorry.
bought a die. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
You could re-roll the 12, so click on the
Yeah,
12.
because I've got daring nature. Okay.
Yeah, so click on the 12 in the chat box there,
And reroll.
and then click re-roll, and it should roll just the 1 die. And
No, it did not. It rolled 2 for some reason. It's weird.
bummer.
Okay,
I
that's
only
fine.
saw 1 on my end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It added the. I see it. It brought the 6 down and added the 2. I get it. Okay.
Yeah,
So that's
so now,
2 successes.
so you got 2, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6. Oh, wait, no. 245. Scroll up in the chat. And she didn't get any successes. So yeah, so you've got 2, 4, 5. You got 5 successes already. The more successes you get, A, you get to bank action points if you so desire, and or B, you can use those successes to increase your odds and get better things. So go ahead and make your roll. Do you wish to purchase any extra dice? You can use the successes that have already been garnered by your party. And remember, you can roll a max of 5 dice.
Can we take one of my successes and bank it? Is that okay with you guys?
That's up to the guys. That's up to him. Since
that's 100% fine for me.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
can you guys click on the party action point, or do I have to?
Yeah,
I think I have.
I got
to
it.
do it. You got it. There you go.
Yeah.
I saw it change. Okay. So, Skipper, how many dice are you going to roll?
4 more successes to either bank or roll.
Yeah.
So you're saying I can roll a total of 5 dice?
You could roll a total. You've got to start with 2 for free. You've got 4 extra successes, so you could add 3 more, and then you could bank 1, or you could use that extra one to, make your search go faster, since time seems to kind of be of an essence. That's what you want to do?
Yeah.
All right, so you can roll 5
I'm
dice.
do that.
Roll 5 dice under your survival. It should automatically give you all the numbers you need.
What's the difficulty on this?
The difficulty right now is 1. He's already succeeded. Now it's just to see what kind of cool loot he finds.
Okay.
So I should just click on survival, just roll it like that.
Yep.
Simple, right?
Yeah, it should put your endurance and survival. It should add those 2 numbers together, and you'll want to roll.
So
And then you're going to click the 5 on the dice. Yeah.
5. That's right.
So 5 dice should come flying across the screen.
Woo! Let's get it. Come on, come on.
Oh. Okay. Now, real quick, do you have any traits that allow you to re-roll?
Wait.
And you have luck, because you are a luck monster.
I want to spend a point of luck to re-roll that
20?
That 20.
that one. Yes.
Okay.
Please, yes.
Okay.
So I'm down to 8 luck.
So click on the 20 and then click re-roll, and it'll give you your new total if anything changes. So it's still a failure. So you still got 3 successes. So you've got 3 successes plus the one that was garnered by the group plus 1 that you put in the pool. So you got 3 successes. You only needed 1. So give me a second. You're going to find some goodies, and you're going to do it relatively quickly. Because you re-rolled the 20, there is no threat. There's no, what do they call it? I done forgot the name. Complication. There's no complication, so there's no like surprise encounter or nothing bad happens because you didn't flub. So you're going to find, and whoever's the party treasurer, I would like one person to be the party treasurer so that I don't have to keep track of everything. So open up your character sheet in the notes section or whatever and write down you found another box of 50 rounds of 10 millimeter.
Okay. Mill.
You found 6 44 Magnum rounds.
Ooh.
And 5 plasma cartridges. They just happen to all be sitting in one area. And then you find it was a cabinet. It looked like it was locked, but when you pulled on it, it actually opened. And you find a submachine gun.
Ooh.
And it is on page 95, so you can write the stats down.
Okay.
All right. And you find a 10 millimeter pistol.
Oh, wow. Yeah, nice.
And then you also find a nightstick. Or a collapsible baton. I think they call it a baton.
Nightstick, baton. Okie doke. Okay,
You also find 2 doses of Radaway.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, well, he got a crap ton. He got 3 successes. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You find the baton is on page 111.
Yep.
You also find a pair of a single one brass knuckle.
One knuckle?
Well,
or
one for the fist, one hand. I was like, how do I explain that? I'm confused. This is crazy. And because you got an awesome roll, give me a second here. You find 2 more vault jumpsuits.
Ooh, swanky.
Yeah, I think that's and a pair of sunglasses.
As if that wasn't enough.
Taking that.
Sunglasses.
Are they better than his current sunglasses?
That's really what I need to know.
I mean,
They're
I just
newer.
Like,
They're newer.
meh.
No scratches.
I gotta buy some more shades.
They say Pierre Cardin on the side. So obviously they're better. Yeah, so that's what you find. Oh, and you find roll a d20 for me. Again, you can click on that the d20 roller that you should have added to your macro. Did you add that? Skipper? Skippy?
No,
Okay.
I don't. Did
No, it's
D20
okay.
roller?
It's okay.
Wait,
So in the
but,
compendium up there, right? Remember? The compendium over upper right?
right. Yeah.
You click on compendium, and then it says Fallout macros. You see-
Fallout macro.
Yeah,
Oh,
and-
compendium.
yeah,
Fallout
and-
macro.
Yep, and click that D20 and put it down there in the macro slot down in the bottom of your browser.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay.
And then
Drag
do
it,
the
yeah.
D6 roller. Everybody should do this because there'll be times when you need to just roll. So in this case, now you can click on that D20, and you can roll a die, and you'll just roll a single die.
And you can. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
see
And you
how
can map
nifty
it to
that
your-
is?
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
So just there you go. You find 11 rations.
11 rations.
Yeah, like
that.
meals ready to eat, like MREs, military. In a drab olive green bag. No heat, no fire needed, no water needed to cook. They're all ready to
Well,
eat.
you need
Are those
water
sealed then?
Well, sometimes you need water. Sometimes you don't.
to choke it down. You may need water.
Yeah, you want water at least. And you know what?
Yeah.
I'll give you also. You find 11 bottles of water as well,
Oh wow.
which is
11
bottles of
bottles.
water. So that means it's purified water.
Oh,
It's
boy.
not irradiated. So that takes you all of about, we'll say, 40 minutes. So the sun is, it's starting to warm up a little bit, but you feel like you've scavenged the shit out of this place, and now you probably want to start heading to the settlement.
Is there a radiation danger with the rations?
What do you mean?
Are they sealed? Are they?
Oh yeah, they're sealed. They're MRATs. They're in like a lead. I mean, they're not terribly heavy,
Lead.
but they're not super light either. Yeah, no, when you peel it, it doesn't feel like paper if you were to open one. I don't know if anyone's actually opened up MREs in real life, but yeah, they are shielded to be somewhat resistant, and they're airtight.
Is there a lead poisoning danger?
No.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
not that you know of. You'll have to eat one and tell me how you feel.
Fair enough. I think 3 of us already have radiation sickness at one point, right? Okay.
Well, we got 1 point of radiation damage,
Yeah.
yeah. But, so, plasma rounds. Jessica.
Those don't work in a laser pistol.
Yeah. He needs
He doesn't
energy.
have a laser pistol. Yeah.
But see, I don't know that, so.
Yeah. He's just, that's trade bait, Scribe. That's trade bait.
Submachine gun. Who's getting that? So, wait, actually, are we going to do this in character, or do you guys just want to dole out stuff as needed?
Do it in character. I don't care either way.
No, I'm asking the group. How do you guys feel about that? Which one do you guys prefer?
We can to dole it out. We got plenty of other time to be in character and do stuff because we gotta move. We gotta get out of here.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
The ghoul's ready to go.
Get nervous.
All right, so I'm just gonna stuff everything into a bag. I'm gonna put the take the sunglasses, of course,
All
and
of
the
them?
brass.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, yes. And take the brass knuckles, stuff everything in this, and be like, "Oh, these rations, these bottles of water. Ooh, we got a good haul, Jonesy. We're gonna be able to sell this."
Yeah.
Who's seen this? What even is Dasani? I don't even. What is this?
Dasani.
This
Nice.
is great.
Well, make sure you add it to your character sheet, and then what you can do is you can click, and once it's on your character sheet, you should be able to click and drag it and drop it on someone's token, and it'll add it to their inventory.
Jonesy kind of cinches or kind of readies his pipe gun and kind of nervously, looks at the others here to see how they're kind of reacting to Skipper just basically taking everything.
Now wait a minute. He asked, and you said, "No, we gotta go. Just take it." So now you're throwing him under the bus. Shoot him. He's a traitor.
No, I don't know how they're gonna react.
All right. So everybody, Hilo, Scribe, Jessica, you see Skipper, Skippy. I get them confused. Which one? Skipper?
I call him Skippy.
Skippy. Skippy just loads all this shit in a sack and hauls it over his shoulder, and he's like, "Guys, we made bank. Let's roll." But he doesn't seem to be sharing any of it, So I don't know. You take it for. I don't know how Scribe, Jessica, or Hilo feels about that.
Sure, I was going to go with these guys, but I sure am now. So I play nice. I give Scott a scratch behind the ears because he was mostly in our minds responsible for finding all this at least.
He probably found the rations.
I mean, I'm thinking, yeah. So I give him the Brahmin jerky I've got in my pocket as a reward. Scratching behind the ears, and we just follow contentedly.
That's awesome. So so you guys make your way out of it. It is a brisk morning. It's probably around 75 degrees. There's a little moisture in the air. You start heading south. Skipper, are you leading the way?
Absolutely.
All right. Why
With
don't
the
you?
moon on my back and the sun in my hair.
Right, with your brand new Pierre Cardin sunglasses on, and a big knapsack over his shoulder full of loot.
That's exactly how I imagined it. So.
There's nothing wrong with that, sir. So you guys travel for the first hour. It's an area that you're immediately familiar with because you've been scavenging around this area. So no issues. I assume everybody's keeping a lookout for the most part. Is that a safe assumption?
I'll kind of keep to the back, and that way I can have a better visual of what's coming up behind us, and also I can kind of keep an eye on the group as a whole.
Just say the truth. You're going to keep an eye on Skipper.
No, I mean, I've known him for a little while, and his cooking's pretty good too, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
And yeah,
guy
I'm
who's
just
doing
looking around.
everything. So, all right, cool. So the first hour goes by. I guess this is where I wish.
Hey, Skipper. Couldn't help but notice you have an extra pair of sunglasses. I haven't seen this one in quite some time. Could you spare a pair of those for your girl?
For you. I think I can.
You give her the old pair or the new pair?
You know what? Because I'm used to the old pair, I'll keep that, and I understand how, it's important for them to fit on your face. That's practicality, so I'm gonna give it a new pair.
Oh,
the new pair.
What a gentleman! What a gentleman!
They match my jumpsuit. Thank you, Skipper.
All right. So,
It's like we were designed to go together.
Whoever's keeping a lookout, go ahead and give me a. Well, Skipper, you're leading the party here, so you're going to do a survival, and if anybody wants to assist, they can make an endurance check, or they can make a perception check, or not perception. It's physical. It's endurance. I'm sorry.
The AP that we used. Wait, or is that AP that's banked for you, or is that for us?
No,
that's
yours is the party. I'm the overseer, so you guys have 1 point. And again, it's considered player etiquette to say, "Hey, I'd like to use an AP," because like in the last, everybody rolled, and you made the roll, you got a good roll on top of everything they added. But say Hilo wants to use an AP, she would say, "Hey, I really need to hit this bad guy, or I really need to succeed. I'm going to use an AP out of the pool. Is everybody okay with that?" And everybody, of course, 9 out of 10 times going to say yeah. But you're not obligated to say yes. If you know something bad's around the corner, or you think something, you might want to say, "Hey, we don't want to burn it all up." It's an economy, right? It's a currency, and you guys have to spend it, appropriately. So, yeah. So anybody who's keeping an eye out can make a single die, a 1d20 endurance roll, and roll equal to or less than your endurance. And then, Skipper, you will roll your survival to see if you navigate through the dense woods safely, or if you manage to get the whole party killed. If you don't want to roll, you are not obligated to. It's only those who feel like they're cosmic. And remember, Alex, you want to wait until everybody else rolls. Okay.
Oh.
Right, because you don't know how many successes you're going to garner. So, but that's okay. So, so it looks like you got a total of 3 successes.
Yeah.
All right. So, this first hour, 2 hours goes by. Well, you're about 3 hours into it now. The first hour, you knew the terrain, but now it's getting into slightly a little bit rocky. You hear a dog barking in the background. That's called adaptive role-playing there, guys. And the woods are getting a little more dense, a little more rocky, a little more hilly. So you're getting into terrain you're not aware of. But the good news is you don't see or hear anything that's setting you up. Scott as well is not hearing or seeing. And don't forget, Hilo, you can roll for Scott as well for those kind of checks. So you guys are traveling and you know the way to go. You're heading south. You're following. You're looking at the sun. You've got your bearings. We're gonna cut over to Dr. Graham.
Hello.
You wake up. You come through. You're face down in the dirt. There's pine needles underneath you. You touch your head. You've got a throbbing pain, right there in your head, and your hand comes back and you see red. It's sticky. You're like, damn, those survivors. They didn't have to rob me. You literally only have. You don't even have shoes. They took your shoes. You have your pants, and you have a shirt. That's all you have. They took your notebook.
Gosh,
They took your journal. Those bastards.
they took my water.
They took your
They took
water.
everything.
They took your Brahmin jerky.
They took my 27 caps I had too.
That's right. Yeah, that's the first thing they took. They took your fedora.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a. Let's see here. I want to make sure we. I would say first, give me a medicine roll to diagnose yourself. And now that is a tag skill, so that when you click on, I believe you can click on medicine. Yeah, and it'll bring it up. Oh wait, is medicine a tag skill for you? I'm
Yes.
looking on Hilo's character sheet. I apologize. So it should, if it is a tag skill, it should already be checked for you when you clicked on it, and you'll see the 2 is there. This is a simple task, so you only need 1 success. You're rolling 2 dice. Do you wish to buy any dice from the GM?
No.
Good man. I wouldn't have either. But
gotcha.
okay, so it looks like you have an 8 and a 3, which is a total of 11. So you're gonna go ahead and click roll, and you're gonna see some dice. There you go. Alrighty. So.
Did it not work? Did it not work right?
It did not work because you should have 8 and 3 is 11. Is my math wrong? Why did you get
No,
0
that is-
successes? You should have got 2 successes. Click on both of the numbers, the 9 and 11, and re-roll. You should have.
Okay.
You can just, in the chat box there, if you're on the chat window, and you see your roll where it says empath, if you click the 9 and the 11, right below the green bar, it should...
What's your intelligence and what's your?
Oh, is he getting modifiers? Yeah.
Yeah, his attribute is 8, and his skill is 3. That's 11.
Yeah, I think in the window it didn't have those
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's showing a target number of 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. So when you click on your medicine skill, does it in the little box that pops up? Do you see attribute, and in the box it has an 8, and then in the skill it has a 3? Is that what it's showing on your?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and click.
Oh, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. My bad.
Oh,
Here, let's do it again.
there you go.
Much better.
And because it's a tag skill and you rolled a 3 and your skill is a 3, that counts as 2 successes. So whenever it's a tag skill and you roll equal to or less than the skill, it gives you an extra success. So in this case, you got 3 successes. You only needed 1. So again, with the way the system works, you have a couple of options. You could take the extra successes and add them to the time it takes to diagnose yourself. You could add it to being able to, like, bandage yourself so it doesn't take, again, as more time. The big factor is time. Combat, you could add extra dice. That's the 2 big things.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
since you're not with the
yeah.
party, it really doesn't
Gonna-
behoove you to bank them. So yeah, you'd spend them. So you see, and it's a minor concussion. You're aware. Are you a doctor of medicine?
Yes, he is.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you have appropriately diagnosed yourself and realized that you're kind of foobarred. You got no water, you got no food. You've able to staunch the bleeding. You tore off a corner of your shirt and stuck it on your forehead to make a makeshift bandage. So you're going to live. You know that much. It's about that time that you hear some footsteps and some people talking, not super loud. And you're standing there looking around, and about that time, Skipper, you kind of rise over a rock, a decent sized little rock, and you look, and down there in this little valley, 20, 30 yards away, you see Dr. Graham. Why don't you describe what you look like?
Dr. Graham has long hair that's somewhat matted from not being bathed in a while. He is missing his right eye, and he has a nasty scar that goes all the way down through from his eye socket down to the corner of his mouth. And he is at the moment naked. So,
Bro. he's got pants
Did
and
he
shirt.
take off
Yeah.
his pants and shirt? 'Cause
Well, he
has
did,
them.
but
Yeah.
We have a civilized ghoul and a very uncivilized doctor.
yeah.
yeah, it doesn't bother me. Whatever, man.
So
You
he's
do you.
Yeah.
He's
He
standing
just
there. And there's
mainly was just checking himself all over, you know what I mean, for any extra injuries. and
Well,
stuff.
aside from the ticks and the lice, you're okay.
So
He's got
there,
clothes
like
with it, just not on it.
the pair of pants and shirt on the ground next
Yeah.
to him.
Little
Yeah.
nasty, little
Yeah.
blood covered,
Yeah.
And you look up and you see this motley crew of the group, starting with Scribe Jessica. Go ahead and describe yourself, please.
Yeah. Scribe Jessica Howard is probably average height. She's wearing a Brotherhood of Steel scribe's uniform. So I'm not sure how prominent the Brotherhood is in the Commonwealth. I believe at least in Fallout 4 they weren't that common.
No.
It's like they had the one patrol there, and then eventually the Pridwin showed up. So
Yeah, and we're going from the Fallout 4 point of view.
yeah, I believe they're set up at the Boston airport, and they're all entrenched there. So probably they're around in the area. But yeah, as far as hair, it's all under the scribe's hat. So she's got a laser pistol and a hip holster and a pack, and she's looking very concerned seeing an injured person ahead of her.
All right, Skipper, you go. I'm gonna make a quick cup of coffee. I'll be right back. You guys all describe yourselves.
Where he's got on this long sleeve high jacket, tied with a string at the bottom right part of it. Sleeves of his jacket kind of narrow, and they're decorated with this single thread. And he has on just raggedy blue jeans, and he's got on some hard leather boots. And he has braids and of course the shades. And he has the darker skin tone, if you know what I mean.
And then bringing up the rear, I guess, you see Jonesy. He's a male ghoul. Has on like a battered, almost maybe looks like a umpire's, the little padded vest almost, that they wear around their necks. Yeah, something kind of like that. And you see he's got a pipe gun in his hands, and he's got a shiny necktie around his neck and a baseball cap on.
And smack in the middle, looking very confused and overwhelmed, is Kilo 34 Theta Kilo Echo Romeo. He has kind of short, length brown hair that's kind of crazy at the moment, and the standard Voltec jumpsuit, which is in good nick, but it's pretty dirty, across the front. Looks like somebody's been crawling around on the ground, and has some little blood splatter on it, like maybe a bug was murdered right there. But other than that, in good condition, and a pit boy, just and newly acquired shades that don't fit very well, but are seem to be doing the trick, and just doing a whole lot of just wondrous looking around, because she's been locked away for a while, so has no idea what's going on. So looking around, trying to figure out what's going on, and trotting along beside her is a little pot-bellied pig, who is sniffing around, seems less concerned than she is, but more curious. And does Scott detect our wandering doctor?
He does. He doesn't perceive. I mean, he's not snorting, that angry snort that he does when you saw the rad roaches and the mosquitoes. But he's just, he's chill. And did our ghoul describe himself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good doctor, Graham. You've probably encountered a ghoul or two in your travels, or you have at least read about them. But this, I don't know if you've encountered too many civilized ghouls. He seems to talk quite eloquently. Seems to be very learned, and the scribe. You've heard of the Brotherhood, and she seems genuinely concerned about your well-being. Do you tell them you're a doctor, or how do you introduce yourself as they're walking up towards you? Non-threatening, I assume, right? You guys don't have weapons out, get them.
Yeah, I got a weapon out. This looks like a ambush or something. I don't trust this.
No, I definitely have my weapon out. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we've seen this before.
Yeah,
for real.
We're not new.
And you have mine out? Oh, yeah, when I first see this naked guy jump out from behind a room, I pull out my 10mm for sure.
You guys shoot him first and then introduce yourselves.
Yeah.
My bad,
That
sorry.
is how we introduce ourselves.
and Dr. Graham, as he sees the group approaching him, kind of cautiously or whatever, he's going to kind of throw up his hands and be like, I have nothing of value here. I have already been robbed.
We can see that.
Now I'm going to reach for my pants and I'm going to get dressed. Now,
Please
Thank
do.
you.
Yeah, no, if you could, please.
And he's gonna, start putting on his
clothes are pretty shot. I mean, they're beat up, and I will point out that a certain wasteland wanderer has an extra set of Vault Tech clothing. But and the nice thing about the oversuits is they're one size fits all.
Mm-hmm.
So within human norms.
Could you take care of this?
Doesn't have to buy it.
Oh, what was that?
You broke up. We couldn't hear what you say. Skipper, we didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said too bad he doesn't have any money to buy it.
Oh. Spoke like a true wastelander.
That's the whole reason of us going to loot thing. What?
If we give everything away.
Mm-hmm.
But he does. I mean, even come on, even you feel
a
little bit bad that this guy is. Yeah.
So
do it for the ladies, Skipper. We don't need you seeing that.
So GM, since I was attacked and I have this mild concussion, did I happen to see the people who like assaulted me and took all my stuff?
Yeah, you got to look at one of them. He was a scruffy beard, standard scavenger. I mean, they all look alike, wearing road leathers and, pieces of tire and a stop sign for a shield, that kind of, your typical Mad Max looking dudes,
Gotcha.
And, yeah, so, I mean, could you pick them out of a crowd? Probably not. They all look the same. They all smell the same. But, you kill one scavenger, you've killed 100, right? They're like roaches, they never die.
He can hear you. He's sitting right there.
I say, Skipper, ask him if he's from the settlement to the south.
Well, if he is, I ain't never seen him.
And I say that out loud right there.
A stranger. Having a bad day?
Indeed so. You can call me Doctor. I was headed towards the settlement, actually. That way, I'm from back west. I've
Great,
been
get
traveling for
dressed.
many months.
So he
Come on, get up, get
throws
walking.
you a Vault Tech 111 jumpsuit with the bright blue and the neon yellow pinstripes on it, and you put it on and you take a second to cinch up some of the straps. It's actually quite comfortable, and you know enough to you're pretty learned. You'd know that it gives you some rad protection. So if you look in the book, you don't have to do it now, but later. You can go ahead and add that to your character sheet under your armor and your clothing because it does provide some radiation protection. So it's a good thing.
Cool.
So it's very generous of them to give you that because in some of the settlements you've been, those things sell for big bucks. So, but hey, look at it this way, Skipper. You still got one suit.
But I could have had two.
I could have had
We're loaning
two.
it to
Well,
him, right?
you've
Like, we
only
haven't
got
committed to letting him keep it, right?
Yeah.
You
You've
can
al-
always beat it up and take it back off him.
You've only got one suit, but he's not naked anymore.
He's not naked. He is
Win-win.
barefoot.
Win-win.
He is barefoot.
Yeah.
Which is probably not good traveling through the woods, but it's the best you can do right now until you get to the settlement. So,
If he's obviously injured, Jessica would actually get out the first aid kit and see about checking him out.
well, Dr. Graham, that piques your interest right there. She has this scribe, and you've heard good things. You've heard good and bad about the Brotherhood. Some say they're a fascist regime. Some say they're a militant organization, bent on world conquest. And some say they're a benevolent benefactor. So, it's all depending. But in this case, she's breaking out a med kit and appears, to want to look over your wounds. Now, you've already self-diagnosed yourself and realized that you have a minor concussion and you've haphazardly bandaged a wound, but she has clean bandages and
Sterile.
antiseptic and sterile strips. Yeah. So are you going to let her tend to you?
Yeah. He definitely will. And as she pulls out the first aid kit, he's going to say, "Oh, thank you for these. Thank you so much. It's always good to be sterile."
And the ghoul laughs.
Jonesy picks a bug out of one ear, kind of looks at it, and then kind of flicks it away. And then he turns to Skipper and he says, "We really need to be moving. We don't have time for this."
Hey, Jessica wants to be Mother Teresa over here, so
Who?
it's just never mind.
When
Let's just
Mark-
give her a minute.
Oh, I wink at him. I give
Jonesy,
him a wink.
you may take an immediate 10 experience points for the in-character playing your character. Mother Teresa, who? Excellent, sir. Excellent.
So I'll keep an eye out while Jess is tending to the great doctor.
All right,
And I'll just,
Jessica, Scribe, you can go ahead and make a medicine roll if you so desire.
Does
Can
he
I
actually
assist?
have injuries?
A little bit, yeah. And well, you could. I mean, the thing is that the injuries are there, and she did, or he. You're a male, correct? Dr. Grimm is a male.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he has tried, but he didn't have water. He didn't have steri strips. He didn't have bandages. He's literally torn a piece of his dirty shirt off and wrapped it around his head. So yeah, while he's not down any hit points, he is open to infection. And well, you know how that goes in the wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be dead by tomorrow.
All right. Well, I mean, with first aid, there's like stabilizing a dying patient. heal health
Just go ahead
points
and give me
equal
a
demons?
medicine roll. So to see if you can successfully bandage him and not make it worse. Yeah. So you do. And her menstruations are actually on par with what you would expect. She definitely knows her way around a med kit and cleans the wound, pours some water on it, puts a steri strip on it. He's going to live, Scribe Jessica, and you're damn sure of it because you took care of it. So
as I'm cleaning and binding the wound, I do explain that I was the field medic for my unit. So this
Awesome.
is something I'm kind of used to.
and now you're a doctor of medicine, correct, Dr. Graham?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, she's not saying anything you don't understand, and obviously, Scribe Jessica, he seems to, he's, basically describing everything you pull out of the med kit. He seems to know his way around. He seems to be that type of doctor. So, a couple of minutes go by. Skipper, you're not noticing anything. If whoever mugged him basically and left him for dead, they're probably long gone. But you do see the tracks are heading back to the south towards the settlement.
Oh.
It's pretty obvious which way they went, you know what I mean? And there's a good 5-6 pairs of tracks.
I want to point this out to the rest of the group. And just say, hey, we need to be wary. Whoever jacked him, they're headed our same direction.
Why don't you go ahead and give me another survival roll? And this will cover, the difficulty is going to be 2, but it's going to cover from here to the settlement. And you'll get to the settlement at nightfall. Because you've spent a little time. Wow. So one success. All right. So again, you can spend luck. You didn't buy any action points, so. Or you can suck up the one, and perhaps something will happen. Perhaps something won't. You don't know.
I will. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna suck up the 1.
Okay. So you guys are walking. It's been about, Dr. Graham's probably talking about his exploits and what he wishes to accomplish. And, everybody's kind of, telling a little bit about themselves of what they wish to share to the newcomer. But he seems like an okay guy. I mean, he's a doctor, Should he be wandering the woods alone? Probably not. But, he was heading south to the settlement as well. So it's obviously a companion. He doesn't seem like a violent bad guy. And you guys are all kind of talking and, doing your thing. Skipper, you're not necessarily keeping as vigilant of a watch out as you probably should have been.
Remember, I was watching too.
Yes.
Or it may not count. I didn't roll, so it may not count.
Yeah. Well, you were watching, but you didn't watch well enough, as the old saying goes. And I'm going to assume. Is it safe to assume that the ghoul would be in the rear, kind of looking around?
Yeah, but maybe he'll be kind of eavesdropping and getting in a word or two edgewise with Dr. Graham.
Sure.
Kind of talking with him.
Yeah.
Because we should be reaching Dunghaven pretty soon now.
Yeah. When oops.
Scott's been pretty vigilant.
Mm-hmm.
He's been sniffing around as we've been walking.
That's right.
That's right.
We have a pig. Is this for eating when you guys get hungry?
Oh,
That's emergency food.
I'm
Don't touch
gonna
it.
keep my eye on you. No, pigs are friends, not
Yeah.
pigs.
Just because it smells like bacon doesn't mean it is
Right.
bacon.
who eats pigs?
Oh.
Everybody.
I mean, does he look like an MRE to you? Why would you even suggest that? We're gonna eat you.
I myself prefer Brahmin, but
It's like Scotty turned into a walking piece of bacon before our eyes,
No. I'm gonna pick up Scott. I'm holding on to Scott.
Alrighty. We're gonna pop that out. Alrighty. So unfortunately, I can put it over here. There we go. So as you guys are walking and talking, Skipper, you notice actually when it's just a little too late, there's a lot of leaves and stuff and pine cones and stuff on the ground. And you see them start to move. And then as you do, 4 rad roaches jump out. Yeah. And they're on you. I mean, like that. They were like in the bush, so to speak. We are in combat. Hilo 24. 34 Theta Bob Fred Geroni 62. You get to go first. So the way combat works is you're up first. We're in combat. So you're gonna target whatever. I don't know if you're gonna shoot, if you're gonna run up. You get basically empath. You get 2 actions in combat. Free actions are like talking, dropping a weapon, that kind of thing. A minor action is drawing a stem or something like that, or switching weapons. But your movement action is your one main action, and then your attack option, whether it be to shoot a gun, make a melee attack, swap weapons, whatever. But that's your 2 actions. You can forego your attack action to take 2 movement actions, but you shouldn't have to do that in this situation. Although I will point out you have no weapon except for your fist, and I'm assuming as a doctor, your hands are probably pretty important to you. So I doubt you want to punch rad roaches, but that's on you. I won't tell you how to play your character. But
Nope, definitely not.
Theta, or Hilo, you get to go first. What would you like to do?
So are they at close range now?
They are, yeah. They're literally about 6 feet from you.
Okay. So I want to do.
I see you targeting that one.
Range, yeah, on the one that's closest to me, and Scott's going to help out with this attack.
Nice. That's cool.
All right.
So I'm going to pull out my 10 millimeter while Scott charges in with the bitey bites.
The bitey bites.
As he calls them.
Okay. So remember, you've already targeted, so now you can, since you're not doing a movement action, you can use that action to draw your weapon. If your weapon.
Yes.
All right. And now you can make your attack, and then you would also roll an attack for Scott.
All right, so my 10 millimeter attack. 2 success. So does that mean I roll 2 damage dice then?
Yes. Well, you roll whatever the damage dice is for your weapon, but you're going to add 2. You need 1 success to hit. All right. Always, unless I say otherwise, it's only 1 success to hit. So the extra success is you can bank it. You can use it to add an extra die for damage. It's up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna bank it, and I'll roll the standard 4 damage dice for the 10
right.
millimeter.
So then, there you go. So you got 3 damage. And let's see what good old Rad Roach has, and all damage goes to their body. So you do a whopping. So you hear everybody hears the retort of the 10 millimeter, pow, and you hear it echo out through the woods. Birds fly, that kind of thing, and you hear the Rad Roach kind of, and it kind of like throws out that thin layer of carapace that it uses as wings. It flutters and it hisses at you. You have hit it. It is still up and running though. If that is all your actions, we will move to the next person unless there's something else you want to do.
So Scott still has his.
Let Scott do his attack. We're going to need to remind me afterwards. We're going to have to make a token for Scott.
Okay. And it says when he assists on one of my attacks, he moves within reach of the target and inflicts his own melee damage on the target if the attack is successful. So does that mean my attack, or do I roll for his attack?
You roll his body.
His body, okay.
Yeah. Because he only has 2 stats, right? Body and mind?
Body and mind, yeah.
Right. And then
So
whatever, it should tell you what his damage is.
Yeah, it's 2 damage dice.
Yeah, we'll make a character
vicious
sheet for him
physical.
offline. You can just use the macros to roll.
Okay, and it looks like, so then would that be just a standard dice for him, or would that?
Yeah, so you'd
one
click on,
of
did you copy the macro down there into the macro bar?
Yeah, no, I got that.
Yeah,
I
so
just
2
was
dice.
wondering
Now
if
you
it
have
was-
2 points in the party action pool. You could spend one of those to add a die if you wanted to with the party's consent, or you can just let him roll naturally and see what he does.
Yeah, I think we can let him roll.
Sure.
And it looks like it's his body plus melee, so he's rolling against 7.
Right.
We'll just put that here.
And looks like he
So
got
one
one
success.
success. Excellent.
Nice.
And he was attacking the same one you were?
He was, yep.
Okay. So he got
One
one
damage,
success
one
and he
attack.
got 1 damage. Okay. And these guys don't have any armor. Lucky for... Oh, I'm sorry. They do. They have a defensive 2. So he shakes off the bite. He pulls back some like giant roach fur, roach carapace. But the roach doesn't seem to be bothered by it at all. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you the damage because I didn't factor it in. But
It is vicious also.
right, vicious would add an extra die of damage, I
Oh
believe.
wow.
Okay.
So you could go ahead and roll that die
Okay.
and see if you get. Because if you could roll a 2, he would take 1 point of damage. No, yeah, and Cosmic, remind me. I think we said defense was how many successes you need to hit, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So he has a defensive 2, not an armor of 2. So so your Piggly Wiggly does 1 point of damage to it. So yeah, it's looking hurt. By the way, it's not looking good. All right, so let me go back. I have to kind of click through screens here. So Hilo, you're done, and your Piggy
Yes.
is done.
Yes.
Let's remove combatant. For some reason, it added everybody twice. Let's see here. Okay, everybody else is good. So up next is Scribe Jessica.
Okay. As my minor action, I'm going to go ahead and draw my laser pistol.
Okay.
And then which one was attacked? Was it this top one?
Yeah, this one right here, the one I'm pinging.
Okay.
Empath, just so you know, you can ping. If you left click and hold your button down, it will bring up what you see on the screen there. So.
All right. And we need 2 to hit.
You
these
need
things,
2
right?
successes because they're small. And by small, I mean, the size of a small dog, like a Chihuahua. Maybe a Shih Tzu, a very vicious Shih Tzu.
Pickable.
Anyone have any objections to me using one of our AP with a shot?
Nope.
So go ahead and reduce it by, there you go. And which one are you attacking? The one you've highlighted or
Yep.
the one that's already been hit?
The one I've highlighted.
So this one.
Yep.
Okay, good. Go for it. 1 success. So you miss. Unless you want to use luck.
I will use a point of luck.
And I don't know if your energy weapon has any perks of its own. Sometimes they do. Sometimes I don't know what the energy weapon, if it lets you re-roll attacks or anything. I doubt it. Usually if you have a scope or something like that, it would give you that ability.
Yeah, it's got close quarters and piercing.
Yeah, so no. So piercing just ignores armor, I believe. So you could spend a point of luck.
Nice.
Yes, you made it. So 2 successes. So you've hit. You may roll your damage. This
Come
is
on.
Not going to be pretty.
Dinner's on the table. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so you got 3
Very
points
nice.
of damage with 1 effect, and you said the only effects were close combat and piercing?
Yes.
Yeah, and you can look up piercing for me, but I believe it just ignores whatever the listed value is of armor, if I remember correctly. So anyway, you did 3 points of damage to this rad roach. It squeals again, the same kind of thing. You smell that burnt insect smell. Is that end your turn, good sir?
That does.
Alrighty. So moving on to the next person. Jonesy, you're up.
Okay. So 2 have been damaged and 1's fresh. Is that what I?
Yeah. So the bottom 2 on your screen, this one and this one, are fresh.
Yep. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
These 2, the top 2.
Oh, you know what? I didn't see them. Okay, it's 4 of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're kind of hard to see on the map. I apologize for the background.
That's okay.
So I couldn't
All right,
find any good maps for Fallout.
So the one that's who's targeting the second one from the top?
That would be Scribe Jessica.
That's Scribe Jessica. Okay, that's the one she just hit.
Yeah,
okay.
she just lasered.
So,
lasered.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
I don't have to use the party action points, do I? If
No.
I say I want to. Okay.
You can
So
choose
I
to
wanna-
buy a D20 from me. You
I
can
wanna
give me an
buy-
action point.
I want to buy. Can I? Is it just one, or can I?
Well,
buy
you can
more
buy
than one?
up to 3.
Okay, so
but-
I'll buy 2 from you.
All right, so that gives
But
me
that gives him 3 action points.
that gives me 3 action points, which is fine.
And what I
How
want to do?
many
I'm-
do you have right now?
I have 10.
Sheesh.
That's
Yeah,
okay. I'm
it's
about
not
to
bad.
use them. Don't feel bad.
It's commerce. Oh god.
I'm gonna use them.
All right, so I want to buy 2, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna those to give me an extra major action or whatever, or what do you
Okay.
call it? Major action, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shoot. Now let me ask you another question. If I take one action and shoot one and kill it, can I then target another one?
No, you can
And
only
attack-
ever take one major attack.
One attack. Okay.
You can
All right.
make a separate attack if you have certain talents or perks.
Okay.
So,
So then I will target this guy that I've
Okay.
targeted now.
You've
Since
got
he
it.
hasn't been. Yeah, I don't want to waste it then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
so
you're rolling
I will-
4 dice because you bought 2 from me, and you roll 2 normally.
Well, the 2 I thought I had to spend on doing another action. That's not how it works.
No, I don't believe so.
It's not a cost.
No.
Okay, it says in combat you can spend action points to do the following: take additional major action 2 AP.
Oh, I'm sorry. You are correct. So yeah.
So that's okay. I don't want to cheat. Okay,
no,
all right,
no.
okay.
You're fine. We're all learning
Okay.
the game. So
Okay.
solid.
All right. Okay. So pipe gun it is then.
And you're gonna shoot that roach twice, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
All
That's what I
right.
want to
Make
do.
it happen,
Yep.
Captain.
Okay.
So you're rolling 2 dice.
Yeah. So okay, there's the first shot, and it's a miss.
Yes.
And yep. And then
Bam,
here's the
bam.
second one. There you go. 2 successes.
Excellent. All right.
All
So
right.
you've hit. So now
Yep.
you may roll your damage for that rad roach.
Okay.
So whatever the damage is on the pipe gun.
Okay.
You didn't get any crits.
There you go.
Ooh,
So 2 damage.
So 2 damage and 2 effects. Does your weapon have any effects?
No, nothing
Nothing
good.
particular. Okay. So
Let me see something.
Probably
Hang
close
on.
combat.
Where's my Okay, can I spend a point of luck to re-roll one of that
yes, you may.
blank die? Okay, all right, I will do that.
Yeah.
So how do I reduce my luck? Do I
You just
I
up
see
there
it.
in the
I actually
upper
go in
right
there
hand
and-
corner of your
and
character
change it?
sheet.
Okay,
Yeah, change
gotcha.
it. And
Okay,
then
done.
you click on that
That
blank
changes
die.
and
That changes
re-roll.
your stat too, right?
It
You
should,
have
yeah.
stat
No,
Ooh.
it didn't. No.
It doesn't change your stat. It just changes
No.
the points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that's the current luck. That's what you want to be going off of.
Okay.
So
there
yeah,
go.
you do 3 damage to it. Nice.
Okay.
So a very solid. The first shot goes a little wide. It is a pipe gun. You know, they're homemade. But the second shot's dead on, man. Right? You hit him. And again, you hear the
Okay.
squeal and the so on and so forth of roach
Still-
in the throes of agony.
Still up though. Okay.
Yeah. Oh
hold
yeah.
on.
It's
okay.
it's still hot, man. It's
Okay.
a red roach, man.
Okay.
It ain't. This ain't no. This is a Louisiana roach, man. These things are tough. All
Okay.
right.
How
so,
do I unselect? Do you guys know?
You click the little meeple icon or the square.
I did. Yeah, I did. Maybe it's taking a second.
What-
Okay.
Yeah, it should still stay there until your next turn.
Okay.
All right, Skipper, you're up.
Okay,
Skippy.
so
Skipper, Scamper.
so now what I want to do, I want to spend a point of luck to activate Mysterious Stranger,
Oh boy.
and just for all combats going forward, just assume I'm doing, because it says you're supposed to do it at the start of combat, so just assume I'm doing it. Okay. Do you want me to explain that, or
Yeah.
do you just want to?
No, they explain
Uh,
it so everybody knows.
All right, so basically what that means is you GM, okay? I spend a point of luck, and you get to decide when the mysterious stranger appears, or if he appears at all during combat. He makes one shot at any enemy who attacks me or any enemy who I've attacked.
Okay.
Anytime during the combat.
Right.
But it's up to you when he pops up.
Right.
But if he doesn't pop up because you just don't, because he's OP, because he is kind of strong, then you give me my luck point back. And that's
Right.
it.
I
So
like
there you
it.
go.
Well, I mean, these are rad roaches. I don't think a mysterious stranger has to show up for rad roaches, but you never know. Could happen.
But
But you've spent the
But
point
from-
of luck. That's
Yes,
duly noted.
and-
You have spent the point of luck. All right. So what are you doing?
and I'm going to do a minor action, draw my pipe gun, and major action to pop off on the one that Jonesy hit.
Okay. So go ahead and you know how to select it. Did you do that? Because I don't see that you hit the little.
Oh, crap.
You can right-click on it and click the bullseye, or you can click the bullseye in the upper left-hand
Right-click.
corner of your screen and select that token.
Oh,
Oh, you had it. Yeah.
there we go. Yeah, I got it.
There you
Okay,
go.
sweet. All right, let me roll this damage. Not
Well,
damage.
roll your
You
attack.
roll to hit.
Are you buying any?
first.
Are you buying any dice to hit? Because remember, they're small, they're agile, so you need 2 successes.
True. I'm not gonna buy any dice.
You sure?
I'm gonna leave it up.
I
to them.
mean,
I'm positive. I'm
It'd be
positive.
very generous of you to give me some action points. I'd really
I know.
appreciate it. It may
But I'm
may
gonna
decide whether or not the mysterious stranger shows up. You never.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh, oh.
I'm rolling the die now.
It's a tough crowd, man. It's a tough crowd.
God
Ooh,
dang it.
2
What?
successes. You
Wait.
hit.
Yeah.
You hit
Oh,
because you
oh, I
rolled
forgot 'cause
underneath.
I got really low.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You're good, sir. You hit. You may roll your damage.
All right. Damage. Hold on. Let me see. Damage. Boom. Ow. Oh, come on.
Now,
Use some of that. luck.
normally you wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to spend another luck point, but technically you're supposed to do that like at the beginning of the session, so I'll give it to you. And then you could spend a luck point to re-roll one of those die. Like one of those.
I would like to re-roll just one,
Right.
of course.
I believe it's a luck
Um,
point for each die you roll.
Well, we're
We
just
can
gonna
look up the
re-roll
rules
one.
later, but I believe that's the rules.
And
So you
no,
just
I think
highlight,
you're
you
right.
click on the die, and then you click re-roll.
There you go.
Oh, there
Okay.
you go.
And I'm down to 6 luck at this point. So
Wow, you
two
went
damage.
through them.
I feel for you. 6
That rad roach is looking rough. I mean, it's
Oh
like
my god.
you've blown
She's not
5 of
dead.
its 6 legs off, but
We're
it's
gonna
still
eat
coming
good
forward.
tonight.
As
That's a
rad
juicy
roaches
one.
do, you know. That's my improvisational rad roach. You know. So, all right. So your turn is done, good sir.
Yes, sir.
All
Bring
right.
the pain.
So a rad roach number 1.
You know, we broke the first rule of engagement. Darn it.
Yes.
What?
you did.
We all should have been attacking the same one.
So this
Yeah.
one moves up to you
Yeah.
and
I
targets
blame
you.
myself. I blame myself for that.
And then I'm going to. It's going to try to bite you.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to spend. What the hell? I'm going to spend 2 to give it 4 dice. This is a tag skill. So I
If
can't.
this
This is-
Reverend takes out Scott, I'm coming after you, Windmark.
Actually, it's coming after you, not Scott.
Why is it my fault?
Okay, alright.
Everybody knows rad roaches
It
don't
will
like
come after
pork.
me.
Yes. Don't. Yeah, exactly.
And that's right. The
Oh
GM
my
is rolling
goodness.
the hot
Oh,
pink dice.
oh no.
Ooh. So that's 3 successes. Right?
Wow.
That's 3
And what's that
successes.
rolling against my armor?
You know, I have to click on your thing. I always forget how this works.
Do you
Wait,
have
I
to
don't have
target
any.
too?
I was just curious.
Yeah, well, technically, I should roll a d20 and see where I hit you. So let me roll a d20.
That's not good.
So if you have 1 defense, that means they need 1 success to hit you,
Yeah.
basically.
These are tougher than the ones in the video game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, everything in this game is tough. So 17 is your left leg. So your defense is what? 1. So
1.
I got 3 successes. So that means I get to take 2 of those dice and add them to damage.
Wow.
So
Really?
Oh,
I'm
my
going to roll my
goodness.
damage.
Yeah. We're about
And
to
I'm going to
wipe.
increase. Now they only get 1 die, but now he gets 3, and unfortunately, it's physical and radiation because they're rad roaches.
Oh, here, let me
Oh,
get
no.
some of that.
If we wipe to rad roaches, I'm never talking to any of you again. Ever.
Seriously.
So 1
No,
plus
I
2
wouldn't
extra
talk to me
successes
either.
gives me
Don't worry.
3
Don't
damage
worry.
dice.
I can revive you.
Look at that.
Luckily, they
Take it.
don't have any special abilities.
Really?
But you do
Okay.
take 3 damage to your left leg.
Great.
So that probably hurt.
It didn't feel great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep, and you've already marked it off. Awesome. Now, you have, if you look on your character sheet there, you see the 2 under radiation.
And no. Yes,
So,
I see 0 under radiation. Oh, 2 under radiation on the left leg. Yeah.
on your left leg. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
you automatically soak 2 points of radiation damage. So
Is that 'cause of
you've
my
taken
vault suit?
you've taken 3 you've taken 3 damage, but only 1 point of radiation. So they don't have a good way to show that right now. That, remember, this is still a work in progress. So
I put 1 point of rad damage under my passive effects to keep track of it from the food we ate
Perfect.
yesterday.
that's awesome. So yeah, you're on it. You are well on it. So that was that roach's attack. Now, unfortunately, the way rad roaches work, they are fast little boogers. So this one's going to move here, and it's going to target you as well.
Super.
Yeah, they're not nice. I mean, I'm sorry. They're pretty vicious. All right, so it is moved. It's going to attack. I'm going to be nice and not spend any extra action points.
You're not getting any more now. We see how it is.
Well, evidently I don't need them because I hit.
No. Yeah.
But I didn't get any extra success, so it's only 1 die.
Oh, only one? Okay.
And it does 1 point of damage to the...
Gluteus
Let's see
epidermis.
what we roll. On the 4. Where's the 4 on your location?
Torso.
Torso.
So yeah,
That's good though, right? Is that good?
You take 1 point of radiation, which you soak because your armor... Yeah,
That's
because you
good.
have the Vault Dweller suit. But you
That's
still
good.
take 1 point of damage. All right.
Okay,
that-
so total I took 4 points of damage and 1 rad, right?
Correct. All right.
So then my max health goes down by 1, my total health goes down by 4.
Right.
Oh wow.
This rad roach is going to move over here, and it's going to attack the good doctor.
No.
No.
I,
Somebody else
I
got
know
it.
you just healed him.
No. No.
Oh,
Look out, Doc.
Wait, did the doc roll initiation lower than the roaches?
Say again?
I got a 13 initiative.
Yeah.
Because I have 13 initiative.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
he wasn't, he wasn't trying to jump in.
Yeah. He hasn't gotten a
Noticed.
turn yet. Yeah.
He didn't.
But I don't believe 1 success is enough to hit you. Is it? Do I need 1 or 2? What's your defense?
1.
I need 1. Oh,
1.
Okay, so I got you. All right. So,
He's-
but again,
he's not
only
built.
roll.
He's not built for this.
He's not, and I don't think he has any. Well, he has a vault suit on now. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's good.
So only 1 point of damage. I don't believe the vault suit gives any physical protection, but it does give radiation protection. So you don't take the radiation damage, but you do take 1 point of damage, and now we need to roll the location.
As
Okay.
long as you don't get in the head.
So
Get in the head.
how-
Elbow.
Yeah,
Oh.
you get in the
damage
head, your
works,
foobar.
you-
So I think that's your right leg.
Yep.
So on your character sheet,
Yeah.
you'll click on the combat section, or on status.
Yep.
I'm sorry, and down there you'll click the green box on your right leg, and you'll have a. There you go. You got a point of damage.
Gotcha.
Alrighty. So
So,
that ends that
Do I
roach.
also do my health as well? So my health goes down from 9 to 8, correct?
Yes.
Does it do that automatically, or do you have to figure that out?
I'm not
No,
quite sure.
no, you have to do it
You have to do it. Yeah.
manually.
Okay.
So that was that red roach,
Yeah.
that red roach, that red roach. So the last red roach is going to come over here and go after Scribe Jessica.
No.
Get him,
Get
get
him.
him, Jessica.
And again, not going to spend any. Oh, well, wait a minute. I do like you, Cosmic. you know that, right?
Careful, his dice have been hot tonight.
I
Look
know.
at
That's
you
that's
back.
why I'm going to load up on him. I'm going to add 2 dice.
Yeah, as much as you were complaining that we weren't giving you dice.
Yeah,
now
see,
you-
I'm spending them. See?
It's a great
Oh.
motivation
Oh,
for
it
us
was
to
almost a
give
1.
them
It was
to you.
almost a 1.
Right, he tried to
Yeah,
make it sound like it
complication.
was to our benefit. Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
It is.
Beneficial.
See how much more
Yeah,
interesting
we're
the story is now that you have conflict?
Interesting. now that we have vicious rad roaches.
Now, I
will
Right.
say-
Yeah.
The GM
This is the
suffers
worst day of my
complications as well for his NPCs and his minions, but I don't get action points for them. So basically, rolling. I did get a crit though. No, I didn't. He can't crit because he's only got a 1. So I didn't get. I got 2 successes, the 2 and the 3, but neither one are a crit. So I'm good. He's not going to do any extra damage, and I'm going to say he bites and. What's in your hands right now?
My hands?
Yeah.
Laser pistol?
It bites the laser pistol and tries to wrench it from you. So you need to make a strength check, and you need to get at least 2 successes, or it's going to pull the laser pistol out of your hand.
On its complication, I'm losing my weapon.
No,
Right,
its
is
complication
that
is I'm not going to do any damage to you, but it's trying to
Right,
bite your.
but
It
then
bit your
I'm not-
weapon.
Right, but then I'm not going to be able to do anything because I'm not going to have a weapon.
Well, if you make a strength check, you'll be fine.
You do realize I'm a scientist, right?
All right. You know what? You're right. It bites your pants leg and doesn't actually do any. I was just fucking with you. I thought it was funny. It bites your pants leg and rips your scribe uniform, but you take no damage. So you got lucky.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! You're so lucky you didn't have to make that roll.
Oh
So
man.
yeah, you didn't have to make this. I was just messing with you. But so the roaches are done.
Yeah.
That's the retarded roach of the group.
Yeah,
so.
they are.
Dr. Graham, you're up. What would you like to
there.
do? Get out of there. Run away. Not the face. Not the face.
Not the face. Like, so if I move out of range of combat, do they get like attacks of opportunity against me or anything like that, or?
I don't know for sure because I just don't know. I got so many rules in my head from other games. I'm gonna say at this point no, because they're fast and they're twitchy, but they're not combat monsters. You know, they attack in groups.
Yeah.
They're not.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because I spent action points on you.
I know.
And you didn't get hurt. What are you squawking about?
Yeah,
You're
don't
in the
know if
back.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but none of us are combat monsters either.
Yeah. Right.
We're the brainy pretty types.
Yeah, we're the brainy pretty types. Nice. Oh, I'm running a wrong game. I should have been running
Well-
Changeling.
Somebody pull out a giant fly swatter and kill those things.
We basically got a scavenger and then a bunch of scientists and doctors.
Yeah.
That
much,
scavenger is
yeah.
going to be one healthy dude.
Yeah, which is a good thing because we're gonna need to repair after every battle. So
Yeah.
Can I try and like step on this thing?
Sure. You can make a physical attack.
There you go.
So you should have, hopefully on your character sheet, you have a melee attack. You may not have added it yet. No,
Probably
you did.
unarmed.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
unarmed.
yeah.
And are
I do not
you?
have-
You are not trained in it whatsoever. So you would click on
No.
your character sheet. You would click unarmed down at
Okay.
the bottom of your
Never-
skills.
Never know.
All right. So you have an attribute of 4. You have no skill. It's not a tag skill. Now, you definitely get the option to buy action points. You have 1 action point in the party pool. So if the group agrees, you could spend it. Or you could buy some for me. The first D20 will cost you 1 point. The second one costs you 2, and the third would cost you 3. So for 6 action points, you can roll a total of 5 dice. Or you could spend give me 1 action point and roll 3 dice, or a scale as such. So, what would you like to do?
You're down to 4 now, right?
I am down to 4.
You keeping track?
You keeping track?
Nice.
it's
Well,
the pretty ones you gotta watch out for.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I mean,
why
I-
did it not update my athletics? There we go.
Yeah, I can see our party AP, but I can't see the overseers.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think that was intentional.
Yeah.
I didn't write the rule set. I just highly approve of it. No, I have 30 action points, Cosmic. What are you talking about?
I think if you're playing at a table, I mean, you've
Oh,
got
yeah.
no control of that.
Yeah, you'd
They're-
have
they're,
tokens
like, right
sitting out in
of
front of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
one
all
day
right.
we'll
We-
all make it to a
we-
convention and we can play.
We trust them.
So
Sucker.
I would vote. I
What-
would vote to use the party AP because we're gonna lose it. I think pretty.
Yeah, at the end of this round, you'll lose 1 action point, so you might as well use it.
and let's not give it to
Okay.
Krabby Pants. I'd say use the party point.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I would-
you'll go ahead and
I would
click the
use it.
minus on the party action point, and then if you've
Okay.
got your unarmed attack up, you're going to click on the number 3. That means you're going to roll 3 dice, and out of those 3, and then you'll click the little check mark roll button, and you should see 3 dice roll across your screen.
There you go.
And
Nice.
you missed.
Now.
Now you have the option of spending a point of luck
Do it.
Okay.
to
All right,
re-roll
yes.
one of those
I
dice.
will spend a luck. Okay. Yes, I will spend a point of luck, even though I don't know how much luck I have. But I
You
will
have
spend a point of
5 luck according to your character sheet.
luck.
So
Gotcha,
then
okay,
you would
cool.
you would click the number 1, or you'd click one of those dice down there. It doesn't matter which one. but you'd click one of them and then you'd click the reroll. There you go.
Gotcha.
And you were so close, man. So close.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. All right.
That's all right, man. That's all right. You're a lover,
Doc,
not
what
a
are
fighter.
you doing?
We will heal you. It's cool.
I am a shooter.
Are you? Okay.
Yes.
Tell the guy with all the guns.
Yeah, right. The bag of
The
guns.
big old
over
Santa
there.
bag full of guns.
All right.
Hey, those
So-
guns are for selling.
So don't you get them dirty. All right.
She's
So
getting
top
dirty.
of the round, Hilo 34 Theta, Hilo Echo
Hilo
Romeo,
again.
and the
Oh, we are
pig.
going all in on the cheap.
All out attack. All out attack.
I love it. The
Yeah.
ghoul's back there talking shit. Hasn't done a thing.
Yeah, I did. What are you talking
He
about?
tried hard.
Oh, that's right. You did shoot. You shot. That's right.
I
you-
hit.
are-
No, I
yeah.
hit.
You hit.
didn't
That's
just
right.
shoot. I
That's right.
damaged
You
them.
hit. You did. I can't talk too much smack. You did prove yourself.
Yeah. Just because your super roach, I mean your rad roaches are tough. You know?
Dude, everything in this game is lethal. Everything. I tried to find. I thought the mosquitoes were going to be easy. You guys got enough experience
Oh,
from
man,
fighting
that
the
was-
mosquitoes to level up.
It's
That's
true.
right, I
Those
forgot
were
about
some
that.
Yeah.
Fishes, mosquitoes.
Now, granted, you only needed 100 XP, so,
Mhm.
but still, I think the mosquitoes were 20 XP each.
We got it. We got it, guys. We got it. Come on.
Okay,
do
so I'm gonna. I've got center mass, so I'm gonna shoot for the torso of
There
this
you go.
thing
Okay.
without increasing the difficulty.
No, we'll say it doesn't because they're rad roaches, so we'll give it.
And also because that's my turn.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
It doesn't do that because that's the rule.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm gonna go ahead and take those 3 successes.
Nice.
You're going to add the 3 to damage?
Yes.
Yeah, this thing's looking pretty hurt.
It'd be what, 2 to damage, right? And one of those is a critical.
Well, the
Oh, yeah,
critical just
one's a
adds
crit.
an extra success is all. So she got 3 successes.
Actually,
The 1 counts as
No,
2 and the
I
5
need
counts
2.
as 1. But you
I
need
need
2 to
2 to
hit,
hit,
so
right?
you've got an extra one you could add to damage,
all
or
right,
you could AP.
I'm gonna bank it.
You're going to bank
I'm
it.
gonna
Okay.
bank it.
And you've already
'cause
clicked
we have
it, so
to
good
survive
job.
this round against rad roaches.
All right,
which is
so roll
somehow
your
more
damage.
difficult, actually.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Holy. All right, so. All right, show
that-
off. She's
That actually is a critical.
that is
That
a
is,
critical,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Oh wow. You look at that.
5.
Nice.
That's 6 damage with 1 effect. So
Wow.
you know the roach is kind of flittering right in front of you. You know it flaps its like the water bugs down south. The big flying roach is literally right in your face.
Oh,
and
I hate
boom! I know I hate them too. You let your 10mm go off, and there is nothing. You see 2 little of the roach wings just kind of spiral down and float to the ground as they land. There is nothing left. I mean, it is literally obliterated.
Nice.
So excellent
That's
job
good.
there.
So then, can Scott attack someone else? Or
Yes,
does Scott
yes.
have to attack someone?
Yeah. Well, because this
Uh,
roach right here is also within melee combat of you, so Scott
Yeah.
could attack it. And it's
All right,
also
Scott
fairly wounded as well.
Scott is going to attack it.
Scott is going to attack it.
So Scott is rolling against a 7.
You're picking on my poor roaches.
Oh, you're bored.
They started it.
It's
They
true,
did.
they
They
did.
absolutely did start it. So he's rolling against.
They asked for this fight.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, they did.
We didn't approach them.
No,
we
we
were
did
minding
not.
our own business, tending to a naked doctor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To a naked doctor.
That is very true.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So 1 success, unfortunately, is not enough. So
Um.
Been that luck.
I don't believe she can spend luck on her pet. And the pet,
Oh,
I don't
that's
think,
right.
has luck.
Hey, companion.
Companion, excuse me. Girl
yep,
and her pig.
Makes sense.
All right,
Go
so
on.
he missed.
He tried
Christos
hard.
Purple Finder.
Yeah.
Oof.
Alrighty, so next up would be Scribe Jessica. You got a rad roach chewing on your pants leg. This is the Timmy of the rad roach world. Timmy!
Yeah, and anyone object to me using the
Nope.
party AP?
Go for
What
it.
is there
This
for
is-
you to use?
I'd be
Do
happy
it.
to,
Survivor.
give you some APs if I'll give you some dice if you want
Don't
to give me
listen
some.
to him.
You want to give me some AP?
um,
Rad roaches
I
the
forgot to
size of
mention-
houses.
Oh, it was almost a 1. right.
Oh,
Well, you got the
I
two
forgot-
successes, so you hit.
All right, someone I was targeting
Nice.
before.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, the same one you were targeting before. Yes, that's the one up here. That's this one.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So 3 damage, 2 effects to it.
Yeah.
So it
Again,
should be 6.
how would you like to do this?
What's that?
How would you like to do this? You kill it.
Do it slow.
Do it slow.
Oh gosh.
Who's angry over
right-
here? Jeez.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right through its eye.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it is
I
dead.
think I think it's like just laser blast like right through like the
Nice.
center of its body.
Oh
so
yeah. And all you
it's-
smell is
it's
that
sort of-
burnt, nasty smell. I don't want to
Sort of-
describe.
Flies up into the air. It's carapace, wing things all up in the air, and I just sort of burn a hole right through its thorax.
If it was a sentient, if it was like a human, it would have looked down and looked at the hole and went and fell over.
All right.
Jonesy,
Jonesy.
the
All right.
civilized ghoul is up.
All right.
Now
So
that
I'll
the
take
ladies
a.
have taken out half the critters here. Feel free to take your shot.
Yeah, thanks to me, I'm helping out. So I switched targets
Okay.
since Jess killed the one that I shot before,
Yes.
and I will take one shot at this other guy
All right. Go ahead and target him.
and ignore Hilo's taunting of me because I know she doesn't really mean
Of course not. She's confused.
it.
I thought that was the one that I shot before.
I think the only one nobody hurt was the one to the south.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
there you go. So
Well,
3 damage, right?
No,
okay.
that's a miss.
Oh,
That's
Oh no,
you're-
one success.
That's
one
one
success.
success.
Oh, that's a
You
miss.
need 2.
Okay, so I'll spend a point of luck.
All right.
again.
You re-roll the 9.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was reading wrong. There you go. 2 successes.
Oh, there you
yes.
go. So now you
okay, is
hit.
that better?
Nice.
Better. Okay,
Cosmic, did you use the party AP?
so 2 damage.
All right.
I used it. I got 3 successes. I only needed 2, so I put 1 back in.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. Yeah. He's again.
what's it looking like?
He's got
hurt?
one leg out of his 6. One wing
Okay.
is gone. One antenna's broken. He's he's chomping at you, but he's looking
Okay.
pretty. He's looking pretty lame. Like he ain't hanging on much longer, if you know what I mean.
Okay, all right.
That ends your turn.
Die, damn it! Die.
Skipper,
Yes,
you're
I'm
up.
done.
Scrappy.
okay. Let's
Scooter,
see
I don't know what your name
got
is.
here.
I'm gonna call him a different name every turn. Scratch.
Before that, wait, Travis, you had something to say? You were gonna say something?
Oh yeah. Yes, I was gonna say. So, Mr. Mean, I did fail a untagged skill check last time. So you gain one AP.
Ah, there you go.
Is that
Okay.
some
More
perk or
bullshit
something
for
you
us.
have?
Or is that just
Yes.
that's just how? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nice.
It's a
Excellent.
trait.
It's a trait. Okay.
It's one of the traits. I like it. Thank you for the freebie. Oh, I gave it to the party. Silly me.
That's fine. No,
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
no,
okay.
right?
It's a give and
Well,
take.
thank you.
It's an economy.
You're
See,
so
that's how
kind,
that's-
Mr. Mean. No one ever said.
Yeah,
So,
I like that. We can see it.
Yeah, right.
So, as
All
a
right.
minor action, can I move? Or is
No,
that
that's
major
that's one of
minor.
your actions. You get 2 actions. One of them is to move.
action?
So
Okay.
yes, you can move if you so desire.
Well, if I move, I'll be out of range of this thing because pipe gun.
Yeah, well, there is
I'm just
that.
I'm just gonna fire on him.
Which one?
Let's on the one that is
Right there?
market.
Yeah, target. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir. And let's go ahead and give him some lead.
Skipper, what are you doing?
You want to give me some action points?
No.
I'm just
You
asking. You don't have to
just
yell at
never
me.
wanna
Jeez.
You are cut off.
You were cut off on that one guy at the bar.
I will be giving Mr. Mean a lot of action points, probably. So
Ooh,
Okay,
you
that
got it,
is-
sir. 2 successes.
Nice, nice.
there you go.
See,
Let me
you
roll
guys
this
are
damage.
getting it. You guys are getting it. You're doing good. Ooh,
Two
2.
And
It-
then
I'll spend a point of luck to re-roll that one that I didn't
Okay.
get. I know I'm burning through it, but
That's
Hey.
what it's for, right?
we're done. That's what it's
Hey.
for. Oh, come on.
Aw,
All right.
Really?
I like it. So 2 damage.
It's all right. That might do it.
Nope. It was fine.
Now he has no legs left.
No, that one didn't have any damage on it.
Oh, that one didn't have.
That's the only
Oh,
one.
it didn't?
No, it
Oh,
was
okay.
fine. All the other. This one is pretty foobarred,
Damn it.
and the other
Okay.
two
So
are
that
dead.
other one's just sort of angry.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a
Okay.
cage? Because we might be able to capture this thing alive.
Right. I'm sure that's
really
what they're
fair.
all thinking. Oh, let's capture
We
one.
could wrap him
It's
up
just
in
a
ball-
misunderstood
ball
rad
suit.
roach.
Mhm.
All
That's
right.
a lunch.
So
Right.
he's dead.
I can use it.
I've
to
got
make
some
a fan,
shoestring.
probably, okay.
It's true. It could happen. And since you want to capture it alive, Dr. Graham, this rad roach is just going to eat you.
No bias. No.
Yeah. No. And you know what? Just because I'm a kind and benevolent GM, overseer, I'm going to spend 2 action points. So I'm down to 2.
I
Oh, wait.
think
I'm down to
that's
3 because
3.
you gave me 1. And I'm going to roll 4
Well,
dice.
That would be
It's-
3 action points.
Yeah,
right?
that's 3 action points.
Oh, that's
There
3.
you go. Good. Burn those up.
Brady but pretty.
Oh,
It
that's
hits.
all I
It
got?
That's all right. Just one though.
But a 1 hits. That's all I need, right?
Yeah, but
I was
that's
hoping
better
for
than
extras to add to damage.
4.
But, all right. So I'm going to roll.
Poor Doc. I think he's still concussed.
Ooh. That's 2 damage, Doc, to the...
If he wasn't concussed, he was gonna be concussed.
By a damn roach.
What's the 11? What location is the 11?
Left arm.
11.
Left
yeah,
arm.
yeah,
So this
left
rad
arm.
roach jumps on your chest and just tears into your bicep, blood squirting. Yeah.
Ah, you damn roaches! I will kill you.
Damn dirty roach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
right.
nice benevolent
You
doctor
dirty
is like,
roach.
mother... cursing up a storm.
You do soak the rad damage on that. Wait, is that rolling against his defense?
What do you mean his defense? No, his suit. It did. how
Doesn't
much
defense
damage?
factor into something?
Yeah, he ignores what, one point of rad damage or 2?
I thought it was 1. I don't know.
Yeah.
2. With the
2?
vault-
Oh
with the
wow,
vault.
nice.
Yeah, if he's wearing a vault suit, so he ignores the first 2 points of rad damage
Nice.
from any attack, just like
So
you.
where does defense play in that?
Defense is how many
That's a-
successes I need to hit you.
And how do
Okay,
you know that?
so defensive 1, you need 1.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you take 2 damage, but you don't take any rad damage.
Correct.
What is defense based off of? Sheesh.
Agility, I think.
Yeah.
What?
Agility.
Agility.
I got a freaking 6.
That
That must be
sucks.
low, huh?
Yeah, that's low.
I think you need 8 or higher.
Yeah.
Wow.
To get an
Okay.
8.
No. You need 9. Actually, I believe.
Do you?
To
Yeah.
actually get a
So there you
defense
go. Even worse.
That's
All right, so that rad
nuts.
roach went. So, Dr. Graham, you have a rad roach attached to your bicep, gnawing on you feverishly.
Okay.
This is probably a bad
Feverishly,
thing.
huh?
What would you like to do? Perhaps
What he would like to do?
punch the rad roach?
You know what? Can he actually just put all of his body weight put his arm behind him and kind of just land on this thing to just squish it?
Sure, I will give,
Body slam him.
for ingenuity and critical thinking in a time of high stress, I will give you a free D20, so you can roll your melee attack, your unarmed, and you can add an extra
Okay.
D20, and then you have 1
Got it.
point in the party pool if you wish to add that as well.
You know what? Yeah. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. So basically rolling 40-20.
Yeah.
Correct.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see.
Come on, Doc. Come on.
Come on.
Oh,
got a 4.
yeah.
That's not enough.
So
I think it has
you
a
got
defensive
1
2, doesn't it?
success,
Yeah.
but I will
That is-
say it lets go of you, but it is trapped underneath your body. Your body weight is on it,
Hmm.
and
Does
so
that mean none of the rest of us can attack it without hitting him?
pretty much, but
Because
here's what I
need
said.
to bloody
You
that
could,
jump.
Hold on.
I being the benevolent overseer that I am, would allow you to shoot through him to shoot the rad roach, because I think that's a viable tactic.
Hold on.
Fair.
Question.
Totally.
Yes, question.
'Cause, like, okay, so since this thing is basically under me, with my body weight on top of it, does that mean also that like it can't attack at the moment either?
Correct. I would give that to you. It's being smothered by you, so it's grappled
grappled.
basically.
So you just stay there. We'll go to the settlement.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. Thanks for the help.
I think.
You got this, man. We'll see you later.
Dr.
Yeah.
Grimm is going. Dr. Grimm is going to call out, and he's going to say, "Someone go get a bucket or something to trap this thing as soon as I move."
Okay, but in
yeah.
fairness, you haven't used your minor yet, right? So you could move off of it
Nope.
if you wanted to.
Nope. Yes.
But you're not gonna.
Yes.
You want to just hop off?
No.
No.
He's like, no.
No, like he wants to like capture this thing. You know what I mean? Like try to capture it somehow or something. You know?
Oh boy.
You do
You
you,
can
man.
experiment on it.
You do stay on that road. You have fun. You got a new friend.
Experiment? What is there to experiment? It's food.
It's food.
What, do you want to put it in a lasagna? What's going on here?
Put it in some lasagna. Oh my
Hey.
god.
Maybe I can make a chem out of it. Okay.
Oh, he's got a point. He's got a point. He is a doctor.
You're gonna make a chem out of a live rad roach.
Well, you can butcher them.
Maybe.
And I will tell you this. I would think Skipper and the Dr. Graham would know for sure that you can butcher a dead rad roach with a successful endurance plus survival with a difficulty of 0, and it will yield 1 portion of rad roach meat. Just so you know.
Oh no, I know that.
Yeah, you know that.
Well aware of that.
Okay. So you know what? I will take my minor action, and I will actually like get up from this thing.
Okay.
That's
So
a
you
good
kind
call
of
right
like
there.
push off of it. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
give that to you. I'll give that to you. So you're able to get away. So you're not. It's not attached to you anymore. All right. So that ends your turn.
Yes, and he's gonna scurry away. Like he's like, "Oh God, my arm!"
And it keeps adding.
Oh, more.
So wait, there's 2 rad roaches left.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's the one he
Did you-
just fell on, but Hilo, you are up.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this guy again. With a gun.
All right.
He got two.
Take it.
And you're shooting this one.
Yep, correct.
Okay. It's looking pretty bedraggled.
Yeah, I should hope so.
Just roll your damage.
Go. Yep.
Oh my
There you
gosh.
go.
Bedraggled indeed.
Ooh.
Yeah. So again, how do you
Okay.
want to do this?
You said he had 1 leg left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to rip off that leg. As I grab him by the leg and throw him up in the air. Leg comes off, and I shoot him out of the air.
Nice.
And he just falls lifeless right in front of Skipper, who's looking very hungry. At the moment, if I do say
Excellent.
so.
Scribe Jessica, you still have the rad roach feverishly attacking your pants leg, just shredding it. It knows for sure that there's meat under here somewhere, but it just can't find it.
Does Scott get an attack?
Oh, Scott does get an attack, yes. I don't see a token for him, so he's not in my initiative
I'm
tracker.
sorry.
No, it's okay. We'll make
I do
one
like
for
the
him.
token in chat. I mean, I think it's licensed, but you know, we can.
It's all right.
All right.
If a lawyer walks up to us while we're in a waste, just let me know. I'll take care.
Yeah, ghouls love lawyers. They taste great.
So Scott can do a minor to run over to the other road.
Yeah.
right?
You get your movement, and you get a minor is like talking, switching weapons, that kind of thing.
Oh, it's it.
Doing something
Both
besides
versions.
combat or movement. So unfortunately, all he does
So
is
nothing for Scott.
Minor is movement.
Yeah, minor can be a movement.
Oh,
Yeah.
movement.
Oh.
And your major is your attack action.
Yeah, minor is aim, draw item, interact, move, or take chem.
Right. Take
Okay.
a chem. I love the game promotes drug use. It's a good game.
We're radiating.
Yes.
All right, so Scribe Jessica, that the pig has come over to assist you, but is
right,
unfortunately
so-
not
defending
doing
you.
much to the rad roach. Not even. It
Sure.
doesn't even notice that it's chewing on one of its legs as it's feverishly trying to get to your leg.
Okay.
Yum 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 num num num.
I'm gonna buy one die.
For me?
Hey, here we
Oh,
go.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Come on.
Okay, now
I know you got luck. He's got luck.
He's got it.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't
I'm
have
gonna
to
reroll
spend
that
it,
20.
so
Yeah, he does.
you
Yeah.
can. You've got a
Yeah,
complication.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, he re-rolled it. He said,
Yeah.
"Hell with that."
Yeah,
Nobody
boy.
ever wants to
Yeah,
be nice
boy.
to me. Woe is the GM.
Mr. Me.
Right.
Nobody wants to be nice to me.
Right. Your name isn't Mr. Nice.
Who'd have thunk it?
Nice. There you go.
Oh yeah.
There you
So
go.
yeah, you left a mark on him. That's what
Nice.
3.
Uh,
Oh, you needed one more. It is again the only leg it has left is the one that Scott is chewing on, and it's still just tear. Rah 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 rah. It's tearing at your
Right.
pants leg.
I'm
But you
gonna-
hit it
I'm
pretty
gonna-
hard.
Hold on. I'm gonna spend an extra ammo and do another
Oh,
die of damage.
there you go.
oh, nice. Okay.
That
I
is
didn't
an
know you did
option.
that.
I'm not sure all the weapons can do it.
Oh.
Now,
Oh,
you haven't
okay.
spent any luck this round, so you could spend a luck point to re-roll that damage.
I did spend luck
He did.
to
Yeah, he
reroll.
did.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
To
did.
reroll a d20.
Oh, that's right. He did. All right. So, unfortunately, yeah, you're kind of SOL. Unless there's a trait that you have that would allow you to re-roll damage.
I'm a scientist.
I'm a, I like how he just says that
Damn it,
so.
Jim.
He says it's so
I'm a
deadpan.
scientist.
I'm a scientist. What do you
I
think?
am.
That's awesome. Oh, I couldn't ask for a better group. You guys are amazing. All right, they're the ghoulist with the mostest.
Okay.
Get him, Jonesy.
All right.
Now
let's
you
see
have to
what
shoot
happens.
through Scribe, Jessica, and Skipper, but I think you could do it. I think your
Well-
bullet's strong enough to go right through both of them and hit that.
Well,
roach.
if I use my minor action, how far can I make that better odds?
Yeah,
What?
you can
Far
move
enough.
around. Yeah, it's within short distance, so you can move.
Can I? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So something like that, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you shoot that red roach. It's looking pretty
Okay.
bedraggled. I mean, it's
Is
not.
it?
It's seen better days. Let's put it that way.
It's a bedraggled.
Don't
It is one
Scott.
step away from being a meat snack in your eyes.
Okay. So then I will give you a action point.
I
Mr.
love it.
GM,
Thank you. Thank you.
So that I can roll another dice or die rather,
Yep.
and let's see what happens.
You got this.
Oh my God.
You-
Okay.
No, you don't.
So then I will spend the luck
All right.
to re-roll, and it looks like taking additional shots. Weapons fire raises the maximum number of additional shots you may spend, so I can't. Okay, because I got a slow weapon, so I can't do that neat trick.
Oh, well,
Okay, so I'll just re-roll. I'll just re-roll with a luck. And come on, there you go. Okay, so I needed 2 though, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, right? Okay,
Pew!
so I can go
So
down
you
to 4
shoot.
luck. Okay,
And
sorry, nope, ain't gonna happen.
I tried, guys.
Yep.
Hey, you've been pretty.
I should have run up and hit it with the rifle. That's
All right,
with the
Skip-
gun.
all right,
I should've
Scampy.
done-
And that's actually what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's what
Because I don't want to hit EB over there. That's emergency
Here.
bacon.
Hey, hey, hey,
Let me
hey.
go ahead and
Hey now.
put this gun away. Actually, wait, is putting the gun away an action, or is that a? Is that
That's a
an
minor
GM?
action. Yeah.
Minor
action.
Well, yeah.
I can use my fist. It's not a problem. Because I got to keep the loot in the oven. So yeah, I'm gonna put away my gun, and then I'm going to slam this thing
All right.
as hard
Slam
as I
it.
can.
Slam it.
You got
let's
this, bro.
see.
You mad?
Got it.
Unarmed,
Got
baby. And I'm gonna roll.
Oh. Two
Two
successes.
successes.
You hit.
That's exactly
Nice.
what I needed. And
Nice.
what is damage for fist, please?
It's not on your character sheet.
It is not.
I believe it's whatever your.
I think it's your strength.
Yeah. It is
Mm,
your strength. It's just
okay,
whatever
well,
your strength is.
Well,
I
no,
have a
it'll
six.
actually under status there. It'll be melee damage. His bonus is 0. So you don't have anything. Cosmic, you're the default guy because you have a physical book. So
It's actually faster going through the PDF.
Yeah, right.
It's stamped and stuff. Yeah.
gotcha.
Let's see.
Buddha, when you said EB, I thought you were making a Charlotte's Web reference, and it melted my heart for a minute. Like that is some pig, but no, we're done. We're done now.
No.
Yeah, you're off the friends list, dude. She has unfollowed you on Twitter. Unsubscribe.
Thumbs down.
I'm never gonna get to 1,000. Never.
All right.
I feel your pain, brother. I feel your pain.
Screwed it up now.
Let's see. Okay. Damage.
I believe it's just a D6.
Just one D6.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Unless Cosmic finds that real quick.
Okie doke.
I know if you have a high
What
enough
if you,
strength, you do get a
strength
damage bonus.
Yeah. Because if you have a strength between 7 through 8, you get +1 extra damage die.
Okay, so all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this roller and see what happens. Number of dice 1.
Oh yeah.
That is 1 damage, 1 effect.
All right. So how do you do this?
Oh, okay.
It only had 1 hit point left.
Oh, thank goodness. Whew. All right.
know, right?
Yeah, what I want to do, I just want to step next to this roach, look at him and say, "Omae Shindo," and then just step on and just crush him underneath my heel.
Nice. You murderer, you.
Did it.
Alrighty. All right. So with that, you were able to dispatch the last rad roach. Those of you that are trained in survival can decide to scavenge off of 3 of them. 1, you obliterated it, so there's nothing left. But there are 3 rad roaches that you can make a survival plus endurance test. Target number 0, so as long as you get a success, you can get 1 rad roach ration.
Gotcha.
Dinner came to us tonight, huh?
It's,
Happy there.
it's not DiGiorno, it's rad roach.
Right. All right. I got 1 success.
All right, so you
I'm
got
gonna
you
try
got
as
1.
well.
Man,
No, not the knee. The thigh.
I'm trying.
Damn it! I wanted an antenna.
The thigh meat is what
The thigh meat.
I didn't get
Ooh.
I didn't find no meats.
I didn't find no meats. All right, so you guys are wounded. It is 10:30. I am old and about to turn into a pumpkin. So what I'm going to say is everybody gets 60 experience points. That's 40 for the rad roaches and an extra 20 for exceptional role playing. Alex, you did get an extra 10 for your awesome joke that cracked me up.
I thought that was David. He got the extra 10.
Well, David got it too. So
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
because you did the EB extra bacon, which was downright funny.
That was awesome.
No.
That was good.
All right, so everybody there, we're going to do some after game stuff here real quick, but I'm going to head and stop the stream. But I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank my phenomenal players. You guys make this fun and make it worth doing it. So I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. For everybody in YouTube, as always, like and subscribe. Thumbs if you loved it, or thumbs if you liked it. Subs if you loved it, is the way Dave 2D says. And all my contact information and everything will be down in the notes, down in the doobly-doo. So as always, peace and hair grease. And remember, Mr. Mean says be nice.